It's just me again and my cat over here. I know I'm not the prettiest face on the internet, but if you clicked on this, hopefully you resonate with something in me, maybe my voice, maybe my need to be truthful with you guys and just be a normal person on a camera. I mean, because if we really think about it, aren't we yearning for that? Aren't we kind of tired of the act? The keeping up with the Joneses, the influencers, drinking cognac on their $10 million boats out in the ocean, driving their Ferraris down the Vegas Strip. I don't know. I'm ready to move away from all of it. I don't care anymore. I want to talk to real people. I want to talk to you. I want to connect in a way that we haven't in a long time. If I were to prophesize anything for our future, I feel like this is going to be so needed in the next couple years. I'm an 80s kid. I grew up and it makes me think of, film back then and, how real it felt, how much you could connect with people in that way. Like, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, all the old SNL guys, like they felt like they could have been your uncle, right? Like you could put yourself into the scenarios of those movies and just feel a real connection. It felt like it was happening in your own kitchen, your own living room. And that's what made it so special, and that brings me to the point of this video, because if you clicked on it, it's how to hold light in a dark place. And so you're wondering why I'm talking about 80s movies, right? But normal people, we work our butts off. We get out there every day and, we have to go shopping and we have to provide for ourselves and get our needs met. And I just had a little story to tell you, because the other day I had to go into one of these stores and purchase some things, and I had a chance to reflect on it later because I didn't really realize what had happened at the time. And it had everything to do with holding love and light in your heart and being the best version of yourself that you can be in a chaotic space. Because that's what happened. I went into this store, and I don't know everybody by name, but I certainly see the same people enough to know who they are and what they look like. And the minute I walk into the store, you could cut through this negative energy with a knife. It was heavy. Something was going on. This tensive scenario was kind of playing out in the background, and I almost felt like I was getting pulled into the drama of this situation that I knew nothing about. And they know me, and I'm a jovial person out in public. I try to be comedic and treat everybody with respect, and I'm usually very outgoing, when quite the opposite. I'm an introvert who would prefer to just be the hell out of all of that. So anyway, this situation continued to heat up, and I'm shopping throughout the store, and they end up in the back of the store, behind closed walls, behind closed doors, screaming at the top of their lungs at each other. And I'm wondering what's going on and how do I react in a situation like this? Do I bolt out of the store, or do I protect somebody? Who knows? Are they going to pull a gun on each other? I don't know what's going on. So they come out of the door, and I at least understood at that point, nothing had become violent, but the tension was ridiculous. And I'm standing in the aisle, and I'm like, how do I confront this? Do I try and break this up? Do I try and work on this with these people? I don't know who they are, really. So I decided, and I proceeded to the checkout point, and I just thought, you know what? Hold on to the love, hold on to the kindness, hold on to the person that you always are, and stand in that space, ground yourself. And it worked out without me even thinking, because me just continuing to just not get pulled into the drama, let it deflect off me, but yet still stand there strong, proud, and loving towards both of them. And I had each one of them laughing within a minute, just by being a freaking goofball. I'm 6.5 feet tall, weird looking dude, right? And I just made him laugh. And instantly the situation just seemed to diffuse, and I could see it sort of de-escalate. And the one girl just slowly started pacing away from the situation, going to the back of the store. And I continued to, mess with the store manager, because she's the one that's got all the pressure on her, right? Because she's a representative of that store. She can't let things get out of hand. Made her laugh, didn't think much of it, left the store. Everybody seemed calm. Hopefully nothing more took place after that. But I thought about it later, and I thought, how symbolic of a moment was that for the way that we reflect and perceive the nature of the reality we live in every day? Are you a rightist? Are you a leftist? What pulls on you? What's suffocating your energy? What has you so angry and so frustrated that you feel the need to scream at the top of your lungs? What motivates you in such a negative direction? And I hate to throw out the word there, but it was almost like God had put me in that moment, in that space, not only to learn more about who I am as an energetic being in a presence like that, but it showed how we all kind of handle ourselves in public, the way we treat each other. Where's the respect? Where is this place that we can become more unified? And I think it's in that grounding, that space. It's knowing what makes us tick. It's knowing why we get angry and how to work on that. You get put into these situations so that you can learn more about yourself. Because really, this is a learning ground. This is a playground for us to understand who we are, what we value, and how we can become better people. And if you're letting all of these things and these scenarios in the world, which we really can't control, that drama that pulled me into that was trying to pull me into that situation, I didn't know the background story. And it's the same for what's going on in the world today. We really don't have a clue all the ins and outs and how this all fits together. So stop letting it suffocate you. Stop letting it draw you in. Because if you look at the big picture, that's exactly what it's trying to do. It's trying to take you out of yourself, your true sovereign divine nature, pull you into a dark space, and keep you away from seeing the light and love that you all have in your hearts, because you're all magnificent. You're all beautiful, and you have so much to offer this world. And the more we stay in that state, the more we go out into the world and we try and be the best version of ourselves that we can be, I think we have a great chance for a wonderful future. And I hope the story helps a little bit and it inspires in a way that maybe you didn't think about it, because I didn't really think about it at the time. I'm just always like a goofball out there. The love is there, man. You just got to look for it a little bit. Work on yourselves a little bit. Give it time. It's prospering at a rapid rate. And I think we're all coming back to that normalcy that I talk about. I think we're coming back into ourselves. I think we're remembering who we are again and how we can act in a world that has so much potential for growth and positive change. Love and light to you all out there. And I'm thinking about changing the last part of this. I always say hope for a better tomorrow, but I don't know. Who cares about tomorrow? Right now in the present, give it all you got. It's a magnificent place. It's a great time to be alive. You all take care. Peace. Thank you.